Like, I've not heard music in a while that like actually puts me back like that. Usually there's like one or two things about like a song that I might really pick up on or really like, but this was all of it.
Welcome back, Album Book Club viewers, to another blind EP review. This time I've brought something for Steven to review. It's an EP that I'm really fond of, and I hope he feels the same way about it.
Let's hope.
And I guess without further ado, let's get into Steven listening to the first song. What Steven is listening to right now is Just Cosmo by Cosmo Pyke. This was his debut EP that was released in 2017 and is one of my personal favorites.
Off to a good start so far. What a way to kick it off.
I'll lead in. I really like how this song starts. And this really starts the kind of building of layers throughout this EP. Especially with how kind of empty the front of this song is. And it's not empty in a bad way either.
Yeah.
It's empty in this nice, like, he's showing off his voice, he's showing off, like, what he can do lyrically and vocally, and then it builds. And that background track comes in, and it just starts to groove and hit, and then it's like every minute something else gets layered on, and it's so nice.
So the song builds up into this one groove. And when it kind of transitions into that, it's so seamless.
Oh yeah, every transition in this is seamless.
Musically, it is so well done and so well put together. I'm like in awe. And it's not very often that I'm in awe of music. It's like this. Oh, I can't wait to figure out who the hell this is, because I was thinking about that. Like this shit is getting added to my library, easy. Like,
oh, this one's in. This one,
easy.
I have this whole EP downloaded.
Yeah.
What would you give it as a rating?
It's easily gotta be a 9. Easily.
Yeah, I personally gave this one an 8.5. You know, I think it's a really strong start.
This is just good ass music.
Mm-hmm.
Like, straight up.
I love that that's the easiest way to describe this, is that it's just good.
No, for real. Like, this is great music. You gotta listen to it.
Yeah, this is one you turn on. I think it's a great, like, summer vibe as well, so we're listening to it at, like, just the perfect time.
I think it's a good, like, evening of fall, too.
Oh, yeah. And it's hard to do that, even though those are, like, similar kind of feelings, you know, evening of fall where it's really hot and it's kind of cooling down, you're relaxing, or, like, the middle of the summer. You know, those are, like, having both of those feelings at the same time, it's hard. I'm gonna blow your mind with this little fact. This is this guy's first EP. This was his debut EP.
Yeah, that's
insane.
That's something. They got something.
They got talent, bro. Alright, well, if that's all you gotta say, that's all I have to say.
Put that next shit on, bro. I need to hear that. Connor, edit that out, please.
Don't leave it in. Let the world
shit.
know. Alright, Steven. What are you thinking so far?
That was killer.
I know, right?
Oh my god. It got off to a fun start.
Mm-hmm.
It was rhythmically kind of all over the place, which I enjoyed. There's a lot to take in. The vocals sounded very similar to this artist named Tom Misch. He did a song with, he's like a jazz artist, but he did a song with Freddie Gibbs and Yusef Diaz that I really like. I like the vocals, especially when layered with this music. I think it fits really well. Oh yeah. There were a couple of really cool changes, and the way that the band bled in and out of those changes was so well done. I was put back by it, I should say.
It's really good musicianship on their part. It's something that's really prevalent throughout the rest of this EP, is how prevalent those background tracks are, how much they change, how much variation is in them. And it starts off really strong in this song.
Yeah, man, I mean, like
the switch midway through.
Yeah. From
this nice, like, chilled out groove that you start out with, and then it starts layering, and everything gets fuller and brighter and just more. It's very, very nice. It also ties in thematically with the song name.
Yeah, this song is easily a 9.2 out of 10 for me.
This song is my favorite off the EP, actually.
Really?
Yeah, it's really good. I gave it a 9 out of 10. I'm absolutely in love with the variations in the background. I think the lyricism in here also is peak. It's just, it builds up so well.
Honestly, I kind of had trouble listening to the lyrics of that Bombas rhythm section.
Dude, it's...
I was like,
everything...
I killed that shit.
I think everything about the song, like, from front to back, is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's like, it's really high up there. Third song in.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Okay. Bear with me.
We're about to get some insane commentary.
This song, in my brain, is like eating bruschetta.
I don't know what the hell you mean by that.
Think about it like this, right? It's a texture thing, okay?
What is that food?
It's the fucking... They have like the bread, it's like toasted, like Italian bread, fresh mozzarella, tomato with the balsamic glaze on top.
No, I'm allergic to tomatoes.
Dude.
Fancy bread that will kill Carson.
Yeah, fancy bread that
Oh,
would
that's
kill
right. Whatever. This shit sounds the way I feel when I eat bruschetta. I'm like that. I'm sorry.
How do you...
If the artist is watching this, just know that this is like the biggest compliment you could probably ever give anybody. Because I love bruschetta. Just as much, if not more, than the next guy. And
Definitely
I think
more than me.
I think the analogy is kind of fitting too, because like it's simple, right? There's not an absolute ton going on musically, but the beauty is in its simplicity and the little bits of flair. So like, you know, here and there, you get a little piece of flair. That's like a basil leaf, throwing like a little basil.
I was about to say, it's like the tomato popping in your mouth a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. It's textural things. You get a little bit of crunchy with some of like the snare, which is the bread.
I will say, I also really adore this song. I think the bit at the end where they kind of take a lot out, I think that's done really well.
Yeah.
And kind of showcasing what makes this music really good is the background tracks, how simple they are, but how good they sound.
Yeah.
That's just impressive. This song, even more than some of the last ones, really fits like a summer vibe.
Back-to-back bangers, dude.
Oh yeah, this whole EP, I feel from front to back is banging.
I don't know if I can handle all this.
But with what you were talking about earlier, how you said that this would kind of flip-flop between summer and fall.
Yeah.
These next two, and we're gonna put you in that fall mood.
I was about to say, because this one felt like summer.
Yeah, but near the end, you got those little bits of fall in there. It's very nice. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Did you give your rating for this, by the way?
Oh, fuck
we never did numbers.
8.7.
8.5.
I swear to God, I've heard this vocalist before. I've heard him somewhere, I just don't know where, dude.
Track number 4. We've done a swap up. We've gone from the summer style more into that fall theming, that slower kind of chill.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about that?
This song does definitely chill it out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think it kind of pulls back in every regard. I don't know how they keep doing it. This is 4 back-to-back bangers, man.
It's really hard to rate anything below, an 8 or higher on this EP.
Dude, for real. Like, I'm giving this a solid 8.5.
I gave this one a 9.
Because I was probably spoiled the first couple songs. I really just like the rhythmic goofiness that happens in the first couple songs.
Mm-hmm.
And that's part of the reason why I rate them so high. But this song is like, oh my goodness, it's just so enjoyable to listen to. And like the little like digital sounds they have coming into the chorus and stuff, just those little accents, man, they're so well done. Everything is so beautifully arranged. I mean, when I was thinking with this song too, I was like, I just cannot wait to find out who this is, because I'm dying to know, man. This is.
You know, it's funny. That like that digital sound you're hearing in the background. The song before, if you caught, I don't know if you caught it, but I did. Near the end, when it was that vocal stuff, you can kind of hear a theremin going on. Like if you listen real close, you hear that like up and down, wavy theremin kind of synth sound.
Love some theremin.
And I think he used a theremin on this EP. And that's really cool to see. That's one of those instruments that you don't see very often. And it's done so well here, you can't point at it and just be like, yeah.
Oh no, if I start hearing theremin, I'm sorry, but this will have to be my highest rated EP so far on the album book club.
I think it's getting there.
I think it already is.
Yeah.
Dude, this shit is gas.
Yeah, it's really fucking good.
Like,
I think this song really makes this EP just that much more dynamic.
Yeah.
This EP, it's something you don't see in EPs a lot, but it has an actual wind down.
Yeah.
Like, this is winding down, and the next song follows through on that.
Really?
Like, the next song is even a little bit more calmer than this one. And it's like, wow, this EP has a true wind down and ending. That's impressive to see. Like, you don't see that all the time.
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Carson, if I bust in my pants.
It's love. I think that confirms. He's about to cry. It's over. It's over, and he just wants to keep on listening.
Those motherfuckers.
Go ahead, spit.
They kept on doing it. Banger after banger after banger after banger, dude.
Yeah, it's 5 bangers in a row.
Goodness. I think this is honestly my favorite of all of them. Alright, hear me out. I've been saying that a lot, but let me hear me out, right? The way that, like, they just kind of, they'll build up some, like, really weird dissonance and, like, these really, like, this weird tension. And then somehow they just hop right back into, like, I guess, like, the bass, like, the chorus, whatever they go back to. And it just works.
It works way too well for what it is.
No, for real. Every part of it.
Especially part of this like the spoken word stuff in that old like voice.
Just in the fucking the vocal samples.
Yes.
And that's kind of what I was like saying earlier when I was listening to it. I was like, they did this right, because I think too many people now, the whole phone call and like rap thing has been insane for the past however many years. But like, they do this right. This is obviously taken from like an old piece of media, like an old TV show or something. It could be like an old cartoon for all I know.
I don't know if you were paying too close attention to what he was saying, but this song title, since I'm about to reveal the artist to you, is named Great Dane. And the whole like time they're talking about it, it's about somebody's Great Dane who died, and then a teacher looking like a witch brought the Great Dane back to life. That's when they were talking about at the end, Hector on the altar looking different than ever before, but his whiskers were still there. Hector was a Great Dane. Hector was the dog and not another person. It's so fucking insane, the like media they pulled from and how well it works. Like, it's so out of left field that I wasn't expecting any of it, and it shouldn't work as well as it does, but it just works so damn well. They're getting away. They are getting away with murder here.
Before you reveal who the artist is to me, I just want to say, regardless of who this is, fuck. This is the best EP I've heard in a very, very, very long time, if not the best EP I've listened to, straight up. This also is not the type of music I usually listen to. It's like, because the guitar kind of reminded me of like Mac DeMarco, that sort of like tone, but I think here, it's just, dude, they just, it's all just combined so well. It sounds beautiful, amazing. It feels good. Like, it feels good listening to this music.
Yeah, there's actually something I had in my notes that
Did I rate this song yet?
No, that I wrote down for you though, and I want to know what you thought about it. It's either near the beginning or like the middle where the snares start to pick up. The percussion starts to pick up and they build this tension. But the vocals the whole time stay in the old style. And that contrast worked so fucking good. And like it just builds, and you have this nice contrast with the lyrics where it's the same, and it's beautiful musicianship.
No, really, this is stellar work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give this song a 9.8.
Yeah, this song is a 9 for me.
Like, it is truly amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've not heard music in a while that like actually puts me back like that. Usually there's like one or two things about like a song that I might really pick up on or really like, but this was all of it. It's the assemblage of everything that makes it. I think each of these tracks alone are great, but put together it is truly something else. Let's get down to business. Who is this guy?
This person is Cosmo Pyke. They are from the UK, and they started releasing music in 2017 with Chronic Sunshine, which is actually the second track here.
Gas.
Yeah.
Indubitably, gas.
Well, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Go ahead and hit like and subscribe, and join us next time for another Blind EP reviews. Also, check out our lives. They happen at 8:30 EST every Friday.
8:30.